Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jack, and I want to come to you guys about something that happened over the weekend. Over this past weekend, I was invited to more of a not like a silent protest, but an organization or organizing of a protest that's coming soon. As you guys can see behind me is the trans rights, our human rights, and a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts. And it's so funny because I recently did a project for school about the Muxes. And I oftentimes get a little confused by how people sometimes could see something in their face but not know the history in different cultures. And sometimes we can be looking and trying to figure out how and what we could do to assist, or maybe it's our religion that's pushing us away. And one of the things that I learned about the Mush is that it was something that was way back in pre-Hispanic, like by the, I think it's called the Zepotec, and how they have just embraced gender, or not looking at it as it's a spectrum more than it is like oh, you're gay, you're straight, or you're female, you're male. And I have always told people recently, during this meeting, I just listened, I didn't speak. I just listened to everybody's thoughts and how life has been hard for them, being either gay or trans or bi or a woman, and how these things have shaped the way that they view things. And for me, it's always been, what's the difference? What's happening? Why are we here? And I remember telling a friend of mine, I was like, hey, I think the only thing that's missing is that, yes, the organization is good, organizing a march, fighting back against Trump. I think all of that is right. But I think that there needs to be more of a big hit. And when I say big hit, I mean financial hit. And I was telling them, if you're going for the powers that be, a lot of things that you guys are using, organizing, supporting, even though you don't want to admit it, a lot of it has to go further than social media, further than this meeting. So I had told them, I was like, look, the best thing for you guys to do is to boycott. Boycott, show that trans people are here, show that, they deserve to be here, they're human. And a lot of people have always asked me, what is my thoughts? And I'll be honest, I actually don't have any thoughts on trans. I have trans friends. I know trans people. I've met many trans people. And for me, it's never been a thing of a necessity for me to dissect their lives, to dissect why they're there. And for me, it's always been a thing of, let's have acceptance. Let's be accepting. And in my opinion, I know that other people have different things that have happened in Mexico or Latino communities. I think that they're more accepting. And someone, Funky Daniva, said, I was watching, he says, one thing that you can do if you want to have issues in America is to bring people that come to America and make them go against black people. And he says, something else you guys are not going to want to hear is also, if you don't think that to bring black people together, the only thing you have to do is go against the gays and trans, then you're in for a surprise. And I've had many issues with family members of mine that have said homophobic, transphobic things, just for the simple fact that they just think it's okay. So I always tell people, for me, it's definitely something worth fighting for. But I also wanted to come to you guys to let you guys know, if it's trans today, it's gays tomorrow, it's black people the next day, just like it's Latinos today. So I think one thing that I've always wanted to talk to people about in one of my videos that kind of went a little viral on here, I told everyone, I think it's time for Latinos to look at themselves as brown people. And I know that's very difficult to take away that mindset that, white is right or something like that. But I think it's time for them to look at themselves as that way, because I think once we combine ourselves and we come together, I think we'll be a lot stronger. But we have to think outside the box. So Yeah, I think when it comes to the trans rights, I think these people are human just like us. Just like I'm a person, they're a person, or they're a person. I have to make sure I get my pronouns right. But it's very important to look at them as people, and I think it's important to take heed and take use the Latino community as examples, especially the people of Oaxaca or Mexico in general when it comes to Muxes. I think it's a beautiful thing that they've been able to look beyond themselves, beyond their religion, and say, hey, this is something that's real. And I hope that we can actually find a better way of doing that as well. See you guys later.